What does a Filipino look like? It's a question that seems simple, but the answer is anything but. Is there a single image that truly captures the essence of the Filipino people? For generations, we've been told a simple story. We are mainly from the Malay group, a narrative passed down through textbooks and historical accounts. This story paints a picture of a shared ancestry, a common origin point, shaped by waves of people moving here and hundreds of years of Spanish rule. This colonial influence is undeniable, leaving its mark on our language, culture, and even our physical appearances. Textbooks and popular culture have shown us as either Malay or a mix of Spanish and Asian, a blend of East and West. This mestizo image has often been romanticized, becoming a prominent representation of Filipino beauty. These stories make us feel like we belong, providing a sense of shared heritage and cultural identity. They give us a framework for understanding who we are as a nation. But they're like trying to see a big picture through a tiny hole. They offer a glimpse but fail to capture the full scope of our history. They miss all the different movements of people, interactions and mixing of genes, the countless migrations and cultural exchanges that have shaped our diverse population, that have made us who we are over tens of thousands of years. Our archipelago has been a crossroads of civilizations for millennia. Today, science gives us a new way to look, a powerful tool to unravel the complexities of our ancestry. DNA testing is showing a much richer, more complex story than the old ideas suggest. It's revealing connections to people and places we never knew existed. Who we are isn't just a simple mix of 2 or 3 groups, it's a tapestry woven from countless origins. It's like a colorful blanket made from countless threads, each representing a different ancestor, a different culture, a different story. These threads connect us to old peoples, big journeys, and forgotten histories. They tell tales of resilience, adaptation, and cultural fusion. The Filipino story is one of the most varied and lively in the world. It's a celebration of diversity, a testament to our ability to embrace different cultures and traditions. It's time to look past the old ideas, to challenge the simplistic narratives that have defined us for so long, and understand the real story of who we are. It's a journey of discovery, a quest to uncover the hidden chapters of our past. Let's start to understand the true Filipino identity, in all its beautiful complexity and vibrant diversity. Let's embrace the richness of our heritage and celebrate the unique tapestry that makes us who we are. The concept of a single, unified Malay race has been a long-standing narrative, deeply embedded in historical texts and popular imagination. But as we delve deeper into the science of genes, a more nuanced and complex story emerges, challenging the simplicity of the Malay race theory. Modern science offers a different lens through which to view our origins. DNA evidence reveals that the peopling of the Philippines wasn't a singular event, a single large-scale Malay migration. Instead, it was a series of movements and interactions over vast stretches of time. Instead, our genes paint a vibrant picture of interconnectedness, showing a rich tapestry of different family backgrounds, each contributing to the unique genetic makeup of the Filipino people. The first major layer in this genetic story is Austronesian, connecting us through language and ancestry to diverse populations stretching from Madagascar across the Pacific Islands all the way to New Zealand. A testament to one of history's most impressive and far-reaching movements of people, a maritime expansion that shaped the world. But that's just the initial chapter in a much longer and more complex narrative. Woven into this Austronesian foundation are the genes of the Negrito peoples, whose family line stretches back tens of thousands of years, predating the Austronesian migrations by millennia. Their DNA serves as a living, breathing link to the very first modern humans who set foot in Southeast Asia, the original inhabitants of these lands. Intriguingly, we also carry subtle genetic traces of the Denisovan family, an ancient hominin group that eventually died out, leaving behind only fragments of their existence in our DNA, a connection that is particularly pronounced among certain native groups, such as the Ada Magbukan. And then, over the course of hundreds of years, vibrant trade networks brought a new wave of genetic markers from distant lands, including Chinese, Arab, Indian, and Spanish peoples, each leaving their indelible mark on our genetic heritage. Each group contributed to the rich and complex mix of genes that defines the modern Filipino, creating a population unlike any other in the world. We are far more than simply Malay or Spanish Asian. We are a vibrant meeting point of peoples, a crossroads of cultures and traditions, a place where different civilizations converged, interacted, and ultimately intermingled. This incredible variety is what explains the diverse range of looks, languages, and cultures that flourish across our archipelago. The face we see in the mirror reflects not just our individual identity, but 1,000 journeys, 1,000 stories, all converging in a single human being. Our genetic variety isn't a mere footnote or a small detail, it's the central theme, the defining characteristic of what it means to be Filipino. The Filipino identity stands as a powerful and living testament to our island's enduring role as a global meeting place, a melting pot of humanity. Before the Austronesians, the Negrito peoples Aita, Agta, Batak were the first Filipinos, arriving at least 50,000 years ago. Their DNA is a direct link to the earliest modern humans in Southeast Asia, like a living time capsule from our Stone Age past. Studies of genes prove their distinct family lines separate from people who arrived later. Even more amazing Filipino native groups like the Ada Magbukan have the most Denisovan DNA in the world. This means our ancestors had children with a type of human that is now extinct, making our roots deeper than just Homo sapiens. We are living carriers of a very old history connecting us to a lost world where many types of humans lived. The fact that this ancient DNA still exists is a strong reminder of humanity's complex journey. Our story began not with boats, but with the first human footprints on these islands. The Filipino story is a story of a very long time. The Austronesian expansion, starting from Taiwan 4,000–5,000 years ago, was a very important time for the Philippines. These expert sailors sailed outrigger canoes, settling our islands and spreading their languages and ways of doing things. They didn't replace the Negritos, they mixed and married, creating a special blend. The Austronesians brought rice farming, making pottery, and the beginnings of our more than 170 languages. Old discoveries like the Balangay boats in Butuan show how good they were at sea. Language and gene connections link us to peoples from Madagascar to Polynesia. Our ideas of community, family, and working together, bayanihan, are Austronesian at their core. We are the children of explorers who saw the ocean as a road, not a wall. Our Austronesian heritage explains how strong and able to adapt we are as a nation of islands. We are the people who carry on a history that took over 1/3 of the world. Long before Europeans, the Philippines was a busy place in Asian sea trade. Indian influence came through trade, not fighting. You can see it in words like teacher, spirit, and face, and in old items like the golden tara. Our old stories sound like Hindu epic poems, and Indian-influenced kingdoms grew in Mindanao. Arab traders and religious teachers brought Islam, shaping Mindanao and Sulu with new beliefs, art, and ways of governing. Sultanates like Sulu and Maguindanao fought against colonial rule for hundreds of years. Studies of genes now show small amounts of South Asian and Middle Eastern DNA, especially in areas that were historically connected. These old ties show our islands were a diverse meeting place long before people from the West arrived. Indian and Arab influences are important threads in our cultural and genetic mix. The Philippines' relationship with China started with trade, not fighting. Chinese merchants settled, married local people, and became the important Sangli community. Their mark is everywhere, in our food. Pancit, lumpia, siopao, and in our language with words like suki, regular customer, eight, older sister, and kuya, older brother. Chinese values of family and business fit well with Filipino culture. Family names like Lim, Tan, and Sai tell stories of Chinese heritage. Genetically, many Filipinos have Chinese ancestors from hundreds of years of mixing. The Chinese thread is very important to our business spirit and how our society is built. This was a coming together of trade and family, not fighting. The Filipino identity is richer because of it. Spanish rule changed the Philippines for over 300 years, bringing Catholicism and a central government. Marriages between different groups created the mestizo class, and gene studies confirm a small but important presence of Spanish DNA. The Manila-Acapulco galleon trade brought not just goods but also Mexican and Latin American ancestors. Our connection is not just to Spain, but to a wider Spanish-speaking world. The Spanish mark is seen in our family names, religion, and language, but it's only one layer. It was placed on top of a rich foundation of Austronesian, Negrito, and Asian heritage. Who we are is a result of fighting back and adapting, not just blending in. The Spanish mark is deep, but it could not erase thousands of years of history. Our story doesn't start with people moving or with colonizers, it goes back over 50,000 years. Negrito groups have lived on these islands since the late Ice Age, making us one of the world's oldest groups of people who have continuously lived in one place. The highest amount of Denisovan DNA in the world is found among Filipinos, a link to a type of human that disappeared. Our ancestors lived through big changes in climate and rising seas, adapting to a constantly changing land. Our DNA is like a library of very old human history, holding chapters that are still being found. We are not a new people, but an ancient one, with roots firmly in prehistory. This deep history challenges simple definitions of Filipino identity. Our heritage is a story of survival, adapting and connecting to the very beginning of humanity. The Filipino story is a very important part of the bigger story of how humans evolved. For too long, the rich tapestry of our identity, the very essence of who we are as Filipinos, has been confined and misrepresented, stuffed into simple, old-fashioned boxes. These limiting stereotypes fail to capture the vibrant and dynamic reality of our heritage. The real story, the one revealed by science through genetic studies and illuminated by history through meticulous research, is far more intricate and beautiful. It's like a colorful blanket, a vibrant tapestry made from countless movements of people across time and interwoven with layers upon layers of rich heritage. We are the descendants of the Negritos, the original inhabitants of these lands, the world's first explorers, venturing into uncharted territories and carrying the legacy of the mysterious Denisovans, ancient hominids whose story is still being uncovered. Our Austronesian ancestors, skilled seafarers, bravely sailed across vast oceans, connecting distant lands and cultures, while Indian influences, with their rich traditions and philosophies, Arab influences, bringing trade and knowledge from distant shores, Chinese influences, contributing to our culture through trade, cuisine, and artistry, and Spanish influences, leaving their mark on our language, religion, and architecture, added even more color and depth to our already vibrant heritage. Each thread, each influence, each story makes the whole stronger and more resilient, making us more than just the sum of our individual parts. We are a collective, a symphony of cultures and experiences. This new, more complete understanding of our origins and our journey should fill each and every one of us with immense pride. Our incredible variety, our unique blend of cultures, is not a weakness, but our greatest strength, the source of our resilience and creativity. We are a people who have emerged from a crossroads of civilizations, strong and able to adapt to any challenge, shaped by centuries of surviving hardship and exchanging ideas and traditions. When we look in the mirror, we see reflected in our eyes the history of ancient hunters, the spirit of exploration, skilled sailors navigating uncharted waters, the wisdom of our elders, the resourcefulness of traders, and the unwavering resilience of survivors. The Filipino face in all its diverse beauty is the face of humanity's great journey, a testament to the interconnectedness of cultures and the enduring spirit of humankind. Ours is a story woven across 1,000 islands, each with its own unique character and charm, and shaped by 1,000 movements of people, a constant flow of migration and exchange that has enriched our culture beyond measure. We are a unique and beautiful colorful blanket, a masterpiece of interwoven cultures and traditions, and it is still being made, still evolving, still being added to today. That is the real story, the authentic narrative of who we are as Filipinos, a people with a past as vibrant and diverse as our future is bright.